It's going to be the normal procedure that everyone knows that we'll have to deal with. Just to introduce the comrades that are next to me, this side is the provincial, it's Mozambique region secretary next to me, Comrade Mzee Zuma. Comrade Mzee, normally in English they say there's no relationship between the Zumas, but I know that in our own communities and the language, Zuma is my brother. So regardless where he comes from, he might be from Howick and I'm from Impande, but he's my brother. So you know what I mean. Then next to Zuma is Comrade Nkandeni Zungwan, the regional chairperson Mozambique, the provincial deputy chairperson Comrade Willis Mfunu, as well as the provincial secretary Comrade Super Zuma. Thanks, comrades. The other comrades will be introduced by the leadership, who they are and so on. We then hand over to Comrade Obama to read the statement and then hand it over to the chair and the coming professional.
Well, thank you very much, Comrade Shaba. The leadership, the deputy chairperson of the province, the leadership of the ANC Mozambique region, his members here, branch, ladies and gentlemen. Today we are meeting here as the leadership of the ANC and the Mozambique region to welcome new members who refuse to be associated with the party that enjoys to see inequality in the country and continue to protect the white privilege. The ANC is little humbled by the number of prominent DA members who have decided to part ways with the racist party DA and join people's movement, the ANC. We are welcoming the new ANC members who finally noticed that the DA wants to use them and they refuse to be servants of the white monopoly capital. Before the local government elections, the ANC welcomed a number of DA leadership, Nongoma sub-region and Mozambique region, who decided to join our movement, signaling the continuing success of our political agenda to unite the people of South Africa under the revolutionary banner of the ANC. Once again, today on the 14th of November, we gathered here to welcome the prominent leaders, and that is a proof that the ANC does not become only active during the elections, but continue to advance the agenda of building a non-racist South Africa. The move by these leaders from DA, including the sitting councillor, joined the leader of the South African National Democratic Revolution, the ANC, is evidence that the DA hates black people party, happy to monopoly capital, loot our country. The councillor understands that by joining the ANC, he will focus in the municipality, but he preferred to come to the ANC regardless of all those factors. We know, as a matter of fact, that their decision to join the ANC is also informed by the determination to oppose racism and to contribute in building a non-racial society based on the values and strengthening the freedom of church. The ANC, proud by the commitment these leaders national task of building a national democratic society. This can only be attained through the policies of the ANC. We are equally aware that this is important this important move away from the DA is also driven by their firm knowledge that the ANC remains the political home for those who aspire for a divided society based on racial categorization, which is the DA. On behalf of the leadership and the entire membership of the ANC in KwaZulu-Natal, we extend our revolutionary welcome to these comrades. We are welcoming Comrade Clive Lotz. He is currently the DA councillor in Ward 32 in Msunduzi municipality. He is a former DA constituency operations manager in Mgungunjobu district municipality area. He is Comrade Lotz. We also welcome Comrade Mel Williams, a prominent DA leader in the colored community in Ward 32. He has been a mastermind to the campaign of the DA ahead of the recent local government election. Told she's the one who made us lose Ward 32. We are humbled by your exemplary conduct to be part of the ANC as we pursue the agenda of economic transformation. You, comrades, risk your lives to be called with all sorts of names because you believe in the building of South Africa that belongs to all who live in it, both black and white. We are proud to say welcome home. As we all know, that the ANC remains the best instrument on the hands of our people to build a better life for all. As you come to ANC, we know that there is a lot of work that needs to your skills and contribution in the quest to change the lives of our people. It is in this context that we regard your decision as an important step in our quest to build a national democratic society. We have already introduced these comrades. We are now going to request the deputy chairperson of the province to welcome these comrades. Comrade Martin.
Thank you very much, Mokala. First and foremost, let me just apologize that the chairperson is not here. But what the secretary is saying, he's saying in his name as well. Chairperson is currently overseas on government business. We want to say to these comrades, they have always been welcome in the ANC, and we welcome them today with the hope that they will make a serious contribution on their own, knowing that all of us are in the ANC to make contributions on behalf of the people of our province and country. We are not here for any selfish reasons, and we understand that that is what has driven them to come home. We are also confident that they are not going to be the only ones. You have heard that it's been an ongoing process ever since. Those of you who will remember where we come from, will remember that we have been opposition in the legislature, with opposition in municipalities, others with, even though we were there governing, but with very numbers. But today, you can't say that anymore. And it can only be attributed to the values, principles, and the organizational effort of the ANC, but also to the confidence that the people of South Africa, and in our province in particular, have in the ANC. Our work in serving the people has demonstrated with no uncertainty that we are for serving the people and nothing else. Our program is designed for that. Usunduzi, so know that Usunduzi has gone through problems, but has gone past all of that. He's now serving the people properly, with everybody participating on behalf of the people. And these comrades are going to do exactly that. And thank you very much, comrades. There has never been a better organization, and there will never be one. Organization for all of the people of South Africa. No organization was founded on the principles of all of the people of South Africa benefiting from it. The nation has never been founded on the basis of leading society to emancipate itself, which is still the program. Many people always say, why are we a liberation movement? We will continue to be a liberation movement as long as people are still oppressed. And they are oppressed economically. We may have emancipated them politically, but now economically, they have to get out of the bonds of their church, the shackles of their binding, but they must also get out of poverty, of unemployment, of inequality. All of these are things that remain as sketches that afflict our people. And comrades, you are most welcome. Very much welcome. It is the ANC. Thank you. It's the ANC of your choice. Thank you very much.
Thank you. That's not
Don't put a t-shirt. Don't put the scarf on.
No, just hang the scarf.
Just hang the scarf on.
If it's enough for you.
The scarf.
Yeah. You should join. But you can also explain to each other.
No, COVID for COVID.
This is for you. Thank you.
How you wear it. Do it.
It keeps you warm.
Thank you very much.
Thanks, comrade. Maybe no Pala, let's allow the comrades that have been arrived at home to have some few words, and then we'll open for the journalists to ask some questions.
Yeah, I think we should.
Comrade Love.
Thank you. To the leadership, thank you very much for the open hands, the open, warm hands of welcoming me back and my colleague. Ever since I joined the Democratic Alliance, my conscience and my soul has never rested. And finally today, from today onwards, I'm consciously convinced, that my soul will now be at rest. I can go back to my community and do the work that I used to previously do when I was an active member of the African National Congress. So, in short, thank you very much, for working with us back.
Good morning, everyone. To the leadership. Thank you. I feel like the prodigal son coming home. I've been with the ANC since 1994. 3 years ago, I decided to make the change And it was not the change that I thought it would be. Now I'm back, and to quote John F. Kennedy, I ask not what the ANC can do for me. I'm asking today, what can I do for the ANC? To build the bridges of divide, of racialism, to serve my country, and to serve my people with every being, everything I have in me. I've been doing it all my life, and I'll continue under the banner of the ANC now, where I know that all my needs will be met. I'll be working in a more structured way. I will get more things done in my community. And to thank Comrade Mthandeni, I recently had the issue. I'm the school governing body chairperson. Our hostel was about to be closed, and we wrote to him, and within weeks he came back and said, your hostel's not closing. We have 138 children from Eastern Cape and all over KZN that would have been at a disadvantage for education. He came through for us, and he stopped the closure of our hostels, and for that I'm eternally grateful. And that's one of the reasons I'm coming back home, because things will be done for my community.
As a procedure, now we know, introduce yourselves, and obviously you fire your questions to the leadership. And they are here with their bullet proofs. They are ready to answer and defend themselves. So,